What did I do? $395 a day. You come down from a $1,500 day yesterday to $390. I'll take it. People don't, work all week and barely make $400 though. And I want to talk about something. Yesterday I posted this video about this guy named Sal. And Sal is in junk removal. And he just quit junk removal. He wants to quit junk removal because he says, hey, this business is a hard business. It's a hard business to run regardless, right? Is what he says in his video. And I can tell Sal, just by, in his 30-second video that he does on TikTok, he's not the kind of person that you can rely to save money. Put it that way. And I remember this term that this guy once told me called Corson, right? And Corson Kazadi told me this one time, a really good philosopher. He said, money is easy to make, but only the wise men save it. Right? Only the wise men save it. And it's true. It's true. A lot of people think that getting into this business is going to save their financial dire. That getting into this business is going to save them from debt. And I think the concept, that whole idea, is totally, totally wrong. That whole concept is not right. Getting into this business is not going to get you out of debt. No, it's not. If you're already in debt, getting into this business and not educating yourself in this business is going to get you more debt. There you go. I can easily tell you that. That's a true statement right there. If you decide to get in this business and not educate yourself in the junk removal industry, your whole thought of training is to spend more money and elevate yourself so you can be a big hand in this business, right? And what you're going to do is have this conceptual concept in your mind that you're going to do whatever is on YouTube and all these other guys. Hey, guys talk about Thumbtack, Facebook ads, Nextdoor, Angie's List, Google, Facebook ads, Instagram ads. People talk about that stuff all the time. And if you go on YouTube, you're going to see a lot of people putting ads out there about how much money they make with their ads and how much they contribute to it. It's just not, it's such a predatory way to grab somebody, lure them into that, and make it seem like it's going to work for them. And this is the same thing that happened to us at the Lone Star Dumpster Expo in Rome, Texas. I was with Orson, and Orson came up to me and said, man, you should see how many people are willing to finance with bad credit all these dumpsters. I swear to God, he was not lying. They had like 5 or 6 tables set up, different companies. Yeah, man, we'll finance you. We'll hook you up. Just imagine if Sal would have got into a dumpster business. How bad of debt he would have got into then. Jesus. If he's not making money now, imagine him being able to finance trucks, finance dumpsters, and that whole conceptual idea that he has that he's going to make money. And it just doesn't work out for him. This is going back to the whole idea, guys, that junk removal, you can make money. It's just saving it. It's the hard part. Hell, saving's such a tough thing. I remember years and years ago, I used to have my best friend work with me, Ivan, right? And he just got married to this bitch, right? I forgot her name. I think she was just called the bitch. And he got married to this chick. And he used to work with me. Then I got him his own van. I got him his own trailer. He used to go do jobs with me. And I would ask him for half the cut. So I was paying him pretty good. If he made $500, he would take $250. I would take $250. Then it got to a point where he started, man, I should be making more money. I said, you should get your own truck and trailer then. My wife said that I should make more money and this is the way I should do it. I'm like, bro, are you crazy? But he would keep on saying that to me all the time. And it would open my eyes and I'd be like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? Problem was, I asked Ivan, I said, Ivan, you're making good money. Why do you need more money? He said, I ain't got no money. I said, Ivan, I gave you about $2,000-$3,000 worth of jobs this week. You should have at least $1,500 or $1,000. He goes, no, I spent it already. I'm like, what? You spend money that quick? Ivan's problem was that he would spend money quicker than he can make it. Dude, there are so many of us like that. So many of us like that. Let me tell you something about the Chinese people, right? In China, Asian people, most of their car companies don't finance them. They got to save up for that money. They save up for that money. Us Americans, as Americans, what happens with us is we got this thing of financing, lending, and borrowing. Why do you think the Asian culture is so advanced more than we are? And that's a true statement. Oh my God, that is a true statement. I hate to say that, but they are more advanced than we are. When it comes to finance, they are. They don't have no deficit. We have a big deficit. How do they make money off of us? It's crazy. Just to think. And that's what happens. And then there's people on YouTube, right? I was listening to this dumpster guy, this fat fuck of a dumpster guy, right? Fat ass dude. And he was on YouTube, and he was saying that his best thing he ever did was finance dumpsters, right? He financed his truck, he financed his dumpsters. And I looked into it a little. He owes over $350,000 in debt for a stupid dumpster company. A stupid dumpster company. A dumpster company that has no say in this business. And I'm just like totally surprised by this. And then he goes on YouTube and he tells people, hey, if you need financing, we can finance, we can do this or that. I'm up here trying to help people, and he's trying to help people go in debt. And I remember this. I remember telling Orson, I said, Orson, you help me with the haunted house. You work with me during the haunted house. I'm going to take you to the promised land. And what I meant to say that was that eventually, in the next few years, I'm going to take Orson to a threshold of more income, of more money, a career. And that's what I meant to tell him. That's what I meant when I said that. That I'm going to take him to the promised land. And this guy is on YouTube going to take them to the cliff. They just fall off that cliff, you know what I mean? The realization is that there's going to be a lot of people throwing stuff at you, and it's going to be hard to save money and to make money. If you're just paying for bills, so come on, just think about it. You get a truck and trailer, and you're financing both. So there's, whenever you buy a truck and trailer, you're also buying insurance at the same time. You know what I mean? So you're getting three bills. You're getting the truck that's $100,000. You're getting the trailer that's $100,000, and then you get insurance. And the insurance, I'm not gonna lie to you, is close to $1,000 a month, which is almost the same price you're paying. So every year, I mean, just right there, let's say dumpster trailer, dumpster truck, and insurance. Well, the truck's gonna cost you about $1,500 a month. The trailer's gonna cost you $1,500 a month. That's $3,000, and the insurance is gonna cost you another. That's $4,000. You have $4,000 worth of bills, and you still don't even have a job. You still have to pay for the leads. You have to still pay for them, dude. Jesus. They're not just gonna come out of the woodwork. Hey man, you bought a jumper. And the crazy thing, these companies are so predatory that they see a weak idiot of an entrepreneur and they're like, yeah man, let's get this idiot. Let's make him pay for stuff. I don't know how they make money. I do know this. I have a friend that's in the car business, and what they like to do is get people to put money down. Like, let's say they go to the auction, they buy a car for $5,000, they're gonna sell it for 10. All right, they're gonna sell it to somebody for $10,000. They buy it for 5, they'll sell it for somebody 10. Then they tell somebody, hey, the deposit's gonna be 5, and you can make payments on the other 5. And they physically don't want these people to pay for that car because the car's already paid for in their books. So the owner finance is already paid for. Does that make sense? The car's already paid for. So if they make 3 or 4 payments, it's just money. It's just pure profit. Then on the 5th payment of $500, they're like, I can't pay no more. They go pick up the vehicle and they do it again. They flip the vehicle one more time. I think it's the same thing with dumpsters. I think these finance companies finance anybody. They're just trying to get money up front right now. And they get that money up front, they can go back and get their dumpsters, go get their trailers, and go really make some more extra money. I think that's how they do that. Making money in junk removal is easy. It's saving it, that's the tough part. Saving money is hard. I think a lot of us have that difficulty. I think a lot of us can't do that. Our fault is there. We falter in that business. I remember that video last night. So Sal, he said a good comment. He said, so every Tuesday night we have a mastermind group, okay? And we just talk about things in the junk removal industry. Last night I showed a video of a fella named Sal that he says, if you want to do junk removal, don't do it. And I showed the video to our class last night, and we're just sitting there listening to him. He's in California where the market is saturated. I'm going to tell you something. If you think the market is saturated in California, you are ignorant. Come to Texas and get your ass kicked in Texas. Come to Texas, come to my territory, come to DFW. Listen, I'm telling everybody out there, come to DFW. When you get your butt kicked, you'll see how many companies are out here. I think California is saturated. Jeez, we got some Mexicans here though. Whew, you'll talk about saturation. You think it's siesta every weekend. Every day, you're gonna think somebody has a piñata and barbacoa in the backyard. And it's just not true. Even saturation is here in the DFW area. It's an eye-opening experience for the realization that if you look at Sal's video and he tells it straight like it is, don't do it. He said the wear and tear on his vehicle, the gas, the miles he's putting on, the tires, the drivetrain, the transmission on his vehicle is not worth it. He just wants to sell the vehicle and get rid of it. It's crazy, huh? People just get in this business thinking. And in Sal's case, I think what his problem was that he thought the business was going to be easy. He thought the business was just going to be a cakewalk. He thought he'd come into this business because he saw all these YouTubers telling him. Didn't do any of the basic things that he's supposed to do. Now his business is dead. And he doesn't want to do this no more. So he does a TikTok that grabs my attention, and I spread the TikTok on my social media. Yeah, that's funny. I've been doing a lot of videos lately about the work I'm doing because I see the economy coming up a little. Not much, just a little. Like it's upstairs, right? The economy is upstairs and we're starting on step 1. I think we just took that first step and there's about 12 steps. I'm hoping people can hang on, wait. We need this industry to grow. We're not a very popular industry anyway. Money comes fast. In junk removal, money comes fast. It reminds me when I used to wait tables. So a long time ago, before I started this business, or became an adult, I used to wait tables. Man, I used to make good money, $80 a day, $60 a day, 40, 50. Man, that was a lot of money. At the end of the week, I never had any of it. I was young too. I had my little bills. I had my little cell phone. I had my little insurance on my car was like $170. Man, it was tough. It was tough to save money. And on one day, I make as much as I made waiting tables the whole week, which is sad. Yeah, it's sad. But that's how it is. I just hope people realize the realization that saving in junk removal is a tough business. Making money is not as hard as saving it is. You know, if you take a nugget from this, I want you to realize this. If you and your wife and family, I'm going to say and family, because I know a lot of Mexican people have kids. If you and your wife and family have debt right now, and you think you're going to get into this business and start a junk removal business and it's going to get you out of debt, no. Here's the secret. You didn't know this, but you're bad with money. You're bad with money. You don't know how to control your expenses. You know how to make money, but you're bad with money. Boy, I got a friend that makes a lot of money too. I have a friend that makes good money. How you doing? And he works for Lockheed Martin. This dude makes about $200 a year. Oh my God. And he is up in he went and bought a Mercedes-Benz, a big boy, 4-door. He got himself a boat. He bought his wife a Mustang GT, the electric one, the one I have. They have a house. And just by saying those things, I'm telling you, payments here, payments there. I mean, it's just drowning in debt. Because that's how it is. Living the American dream, the American debt. Living the American debt.
You want to sit down on the control there?
Yeah. The creation of debt and being able to get out of it is so difficult. So difficult. I don't know. I guess you have to be more educated. Look, I'll be honest with you. When I was young, I was the same way. I'm not gonna lie. I told this story before, but I used to own 5 shoe stores in Dallas. They were in the DFW area. And out of those 5 shoe stores, one year, I would just see my bank account. I never had more than $10,000 in it. I always had like 4, 5, 6, whatever. And one year I said, you know what? I got to find out how much money I make. I've told this story before. So I got all the sales from all the 5 shoe stores that I had. I got them all. They were all local. I got all the sales from them. And I had made over $1.7 million. Yeah, $1.7 million. And then I got my expenses. And when you have a shoe store, you have retail expenses. Heating, air conditioning, alarm, phone, inventory tax, rent, electric, I don't know if I said that already, water bill. You have all those expenses. And boy, I remember getting all my 5 shoe stores expenses, and I was like at $1.6 million. I made 1.7 and spent 1.6 million to make it. Now, where was the $100,000 to make it 1.7? Where was that? Where was it? Well, I had gone through it for personal expenses. I remember subtracting the personal expense. I'm thinking, okay, I made $100,000. Not so bad, not so shabby. That's good money. You know, I'm making good money. And then I subtracted all my personal expenses. I made $35,000 profit. But where was it at? It didn't even exist. I didn't have $35,000 in the bank. At that point, I knew. And the only thing that saved me from that was my divorce from my first wife. She divorced me. Yep. And I'll be honest with you, it was probably the best thing that ever happened, her divorcing me. It got me out of that financial rut, you know? Boy, we were bad at saving money. But now that I have this business, I've educated myself. I've educated myself to be a better businessman. Yeah. And I'm not in the retail business. God, retail's tough. Service is so much better. Anyway, thought I'd give that story really fast. All right, guys, I'm going to go now. Thanks for staying tuned to this channel. I appreciate it. Enjoy everybody. Give me the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? You have a good one.